In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Blackpods, the AirPod replica. Let's get into it. Good evening, what's 𝗙𝗪𝗡? My name is 𝗙𝗪𝗏𝗏𝗏, and in this week's video, we're going to be reviewing these Blackpods, which look eerily similar to the AirPods. Now, I came across these on Instagram. They kind of went viral in my feed. I saw them pop up in my story a bunch of times. They were running a bunch of paid ads, both in-feed ads and Instagram story ads. And I couldn't help but, for $49.95, I couldn't help but have to check these out because they look eerily similar to the AirPods, like literally look like the same form factor. So we're gonna do an unboxing, we're gonna do a review, we're also gonna see if they fit in the normal AirPods case, we're gonna test the sound quality, do all those fun things. So let's get unboxing. All right. Okay, so the first test that we're gonna run is the slide. Does it slide in a similar way to the Apple boxes do? No. Okay, first test, no cool slide. It's a lot more difficult than I thought it was gonna be, there we go. So we have this wrapped in silicone, not silicone, little plastic. Let's get this out of here. The packaging, so immediately the first thing that I notice is that the packaging is just really, really cheap, which kind of makes sense. The other thing I've noticed just getting out of the box is this is really, really matte black. Very, very much matte black. It's got a nice smooth finish to it. All right, let's move this over here. Let's look what else is in the box. We got under here, get rid of that. Okay, look at this. Okay, so the first thing we've noticed is this is a lightning cable, right? So this is got a genuine lightning cable here, and this is looks exactly the same. Okay, interesting. All right, so we've got that. This is what comes in the box, this, and some instructions. Nice set of instructions there, one-sided. Okay, all right, so let's open it up. It's got a pretty responsive, clicky case. Compare that to the normal, these are genuine AirPods, AirPods 1. Okay, I mean, the Blackpods feel a tiny bit lighter, and this clicky on the normal AirPods feels a bit more natural than these. Form factor, look at that. Form factor, oh, look at this. The AirPods, so the Blackpods case is a tiny bit larger, look at that. So, side by side, see that? The Blackpods case is just a little bit taller at the top. In terms of thickness, almost the same kind of thickness. So they're not a one-for-one replica. That's the first thing I've noticed. All right, let's open these up. Here we go. So they look a tiny bit longer than the normal AirPods. Little button in the back. You've got a button in the back, so different form factor at the back as well. All right, let's compare the form size of the Blackpods to the AirPods. We'll see they're a little bit longer as well. There you go. Okay, so they're very similar. I thought that they'd stolen the design of the AirPods. Maybe like someone slipped or they looked at the patent, or they've got the manufacturing instructions in a warehouse in China. So I was really I was really curious to see whether they were actually in breach of any copyright law or lawsuit or anything like that, whoever the primary manufacturer of this good is. So whilst they do look very, very similar, they are not one-for-one replicas, and we can double check that by trying to put the AirPods, the Blackpods, in the AirPods case. So if I go in and try and put those in there, see they don't, yeah, see look at that. They don't fit. I wonder if these will charge with a genuine Apple charger. So this is a genuine lightning cable from Apple, just plugged into a battery charger. And look at that. The normal lightning cable will not go into the Blackpods. So interesting. All right, so let's unplug this one. Plug in the one that it came with. All right. Even that was not really much of a snug fit. And we've got the red little light blinking there. Not sure if you can see that. There you go. So it flashes red when it's charging. So I'm gonna let this charge now. I'm gonna get my iPad and try and pair it to my iPad once it's got enough battery. I've got the iPad, so let's go ahead and pair. So the instructions are, turn the case on by pressing the button on the back. This will turn the pods on as well. Okay, press the button on the back. The blue light comes on. All right, turn the case on by pressing the button on the back. This will turn the pods on as well, done that. Turn the case on by pressing the button on the back. Okay, so here's, here's I've just noticed, these instructions literally say the same thing for every single step, lol. Okay. Oh, all right, so take the Blackpods out of the case individually. All right, so they're on, taking them out individually. Okay, ooh. Okay, I just got a little message as I put one of them in. Okay, so it just said power on, maximum volume. That's what it said when it loaded up. Okay, in terms of how they fit, like I've got pretty good ears. Whoops. I've got pretty good ears for AirPods and they don't fall out, but I'm like jumping, yeah, so they fit pretty good. They don't feel as snug in my ear as what the AirPods do. So there's that. Next step, pairing with device. When the case is open, you will see a pop-up on the screen. Go to Bluetooth settings and choose Blackpods. Okay, so Bluetooth, Blackpods, connect. So the second that I press connect on my, okay, just disconnected now, okay. Strange. I was about to say I thought this is really good connectivity, but not so much. So I'm gonna turn off my Bluetooth on my iPad. Okay, so got disconnected on both. I'm gonna pop them back in. When sliding them back in, they also don't slide back in as well as what the AirPods do. Okay, so turning them on, turn my Bluetooth on, take one out at a time. Okay, so they're in my ears. Close the case. Again, they're kind of sliding out a little bit. Oh, look at this. Isn't that interesting? Even, wow. Do you see that? So the AirPods animation on the iPad showed up when I opened up the Blackpods. So I think they're connected because they're connected here. That's very, very interesting. That means they've got either, I think it's the W1 and W2 chip potentially in there. I don't know how that happened. That's very interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and give these a sound test. Music. So let's choose a song. I know a great band. They're called One True North. All right, I'm gonna play a song. We'll play backwards. It's a banger. All right, here we go. Okay, at 50% volume, it's not bad. Okay, so first impressions on the sound, it's a bit tinny. The highs in the song are a bit tinny. The bass is all right. I'm gonna pump it up to full volume. Oh, loud, it's very loud. Okay, it's a lot louder than the AirPods. They've got a lot more volume kick at the top. But the equalization, in my opinion, and this is my song, this is me singing, and I've listened to this song probably many a times. Also, latency dropped, one turned on before the other did. The bass leaves something to be desired for sure. Overall, not bad. I'm gonna come to the microphone real close and see if you can hear it coming out of my ears. So here we go. Look, I'm pretty happy with the volume level. Okay, so I'm gonna try and play and take one AirPod out or one Blackpod out and see what happens. Okay, no automatic stop. I can hear the Blackpods vibrating with the sound and volume up that high. So I feel like if I was to smash the volume on that level in perpetuity, the lifespan of the speakers is probably not gonna be that great. That's speaking from past experience with other earphones that I've used in the past. So take one AirPod out or one Blackpod out, doesn't stop the song. But if I put it in, it starts the song. So if the left one's out, doesn't stop, but I put it back in, it starts the song. So I'm gonna try again with the right one. If I take the right one out, it stopped the song. Put it back in. Interesting. So if you take the right one out, the song stops, but if you take the left one out, it doesn't stop. Okay, what else can we do with this? Features voice assistant. Tap on one pod and hold to activate the voice assistant. Okay, I'm gonna test out the voice assistant. Here we go. So tap on one pod and hold. Play One True North. Play One True North. So the beep's working when I press it, but nothing's happening when I talk to it. Try the other one. Play One True North. So I just said play One True North and it said power off. And that's turned it off. Interesting, so not a very responsive first test to the voice assistant, so let's try that again. I'm gonna open up AirPods, put them in one by one, or the Blackpods, put them in one by one. If the Blackpods are not in the case, will turning it on here turn on the Blackpods? No. Interesting. Okay, they're on. One Blackpod, another Blackpod. There's that AirPods connection again. It's so interesting, look at that. Connect. That's fascinating. Wow, it's even got the animation as well. See, that tells me there's something dodgy going on with the hardware that they've got inside this, even though it's not the same form factor as the AirPods and you can't charge them one-on-one. That is, from what I do understand, my limited understanding, correct me in the comments below, but there's the W1 and the W2 chip, which allows that functionality. I'm not sure what's going on, and I could be wrong, but that's very, very suspect to me. Very interesting. Try play again. Turn it down to half volume. So the responsiveness of the play button, when I press play, one turns on and then the other one falls. So there's probably like a 1 or 2 second latency between the two of them. Like, it's not bad. All right, let's test a phone call. So I'm gonna FaceTime Orion, who is downstairs and should pick up because he's about to fly to London. Okay, so the Blackpods have automatically connected as the speaker. Hey Ryan, how you doing? Yeah, good man. Just filming a video right now, testing out those Blackpods that I showed you last night. Just wondering, what is the do I sound okay? Is the microphone volume good? I'm in the kitchen. Yep, all right, I'll walk where there's carpeted. I'll be right back. Okay, so he said it sounded good, which is cool. Only thing is, I just accidentally tapped my ear as I sat down and it automatically hung up. So nowhere near as cool as the AirPods in terms of that user experience. So my final thoughts, I've been playing with these for the last 5-10 minutes. I've made a phone call with them. I've tested them in terms of functionality, in terms of connectivity, in terms of voice control. Voice control is a big no. The tap functionality, the tap and hold functionality, not so great, very temperamental. The just general connection is interesting because of the way that the AirPods animation displays, so don't know what's going on there. In terms of it being intuitive in the same way that the AirPods are intuitive, I mean, the AirPods just win. The Blackpods feel more like a toy than the AirPods do. I mean, the AirPods are amazing. These are the best pair of headphones that I've ever purchased in my life, and they will continue to be. And this is just the AirPods V1. I've not tried the AirPods V2. So in terms of aesthetics, you can't really beat the AirPod design, and I mean, the AirPods design is basically exactly what the Blackpods design is, bar like a few millimeters in terms of length. So in terms of aesthetics, like I rate the Blackpods over the AirPods in terms of the aesthetics, but I mean, like, I wear a black shirt every day and black's my favorite color, so go figure. All in all, I mean, the sound quality is good, and in terms of price point, right? So the Blackpods are $49.95, right? So call it 70 Australian dollars. Versus, I believe when I got the AirPods, they were 225 Australian dollars. 70 bucks for more than half the price. If you're looking for an entry AirPod replica that's black, if it was me, I would go ahead and buy the AirPods, the genuine ones. These ones, they're not bad. They're not bad, but they're no AirPods despite all of the aesthetics that match the AirPods and as well as some of the interesting functionality on there. Final opinion, the genuine AirPods are just an amazing headphone. I don't think there's anything that can come close in terms of sound quality, functionality, user interface, and user experience. But I mean, for 70 bucks, the Blackpods, they're not bad, you know, they're not the worst. So look, if you're on a budget and you want some black AirPods and black headphones, I'd recommend checking out the Blackpods. They're not bad. But if you're gonna spend the money and you want a genuine Apple Product, you can't go past the AirPods. And yeah, look, AirPods win this round. Blackpods, you're still pretty cool. I'm gonna still test them out and play around with them. I think the only thing that really wins me with the Blackpods is the fact that, yeah, they're cheaper and they're black. Anyway, that concludes this video. A bit of a different one from usual. It's actually this morning, so it's 12 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. This episode is going live at 9 p.m. AWST tonight. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Turn the bell notification on so you get notified when I drop new videos, which is every single Thursday, 6 a.m. Pacific, 9 a.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Australian Western Standard Time Zone. We will resume. I hope you liked. This is a bit of a different episode than normal, so I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found some value in it. I will leave a link for these below. And apart from that, let's go ahead and cue the explosion, and I will see you guys next Thursday. Peace.